but it's getting used to looking at things and asking, what does this possibly mean about me? Even if it looks completely random, what you thought of, what does it tell about me? Because when I was your age, there's a lot of things in my life that seemed very random. That I'm like, why in the world is life like this? Like, I like being Asian, but like, I didn't feel like I chose to be Asian. Like, why did that happen? Or like, why do I have the parents I have? Or why do certain accidents happen to me? And so I began to really think about why life seems so random in my life if, logically it seems like it shouldn't be random. And so I began looking at a bunch of unwanted events in my life to kind of figure out why things are happening. So the first one was the Christmas where all I got was a penguin-shaped humidifier. I was like, what in the world, Mom? She's like, I thought you loved penguins. I'm like, I do, but not that much. And so, I'm like, not the best Christmas. And then there's a time I was driving on the highway, and out of the brush, the grass on both sides was very tall. And a stray dog out of nowhere pops up, last minute. And I try to swerve, but I end up hitting the dog. So the dog dies, car gets wrecked. There's times in high school where like friends would do things or like do things on the weekend and leave me or something that would really hurt me. And I thought, why would they ever do something like that to me? What are they even thinking to do that? And then lastly, and probably the hardest, this is one's a little more real, is even the death of my oldest brother. And you look at these instances, and I thought to myself, with these things, I didn't want them, and I didn't cause them. And so why are they happening to me? Why are these things in my life, all these unwanted events? And I began thinking a lot, and I went back, and during the moment when all these things happen, do you think I'm thinking logically? No, when bad things happen to you, you're thinking illogically, right? Very emotional, angry, sad, and you can't really see what's actually there. And so I went and I looked back at these instances, and I went back, for instance, with the penguin-shaped humidifier, and I realized, even though the present sucked, it was probably one of the Christmases I enjoyed the most. Because it was a classic Christmas story of, present sucking, so you find the real meaning of Christmas. And I spent a lot of time with my family that Christmas. The car accident, I probably was driving a little too fast, or maybe I was a little careless. And if I was more aware, I could have stopped it. My friends, maybe it's not even anything my friends did to me, it's just my own insecurity. So the whole time I'm thinking, man, they're doing all these stupid things to me, when in the end, there's nothing wrong with them. It's just, I didn't understand them enough, or I didn't understand why they did what they did. And even the last one, I found that instance in my life really helped me to grow. It helped me understand certain things, and it helped me relate to people that at the moment, I had no idea that it would do that to me. And so, a lot of this, just like the dream, instead of in your life when things happen to you, just brushing it off as bad luck, sometimes it's good to take a moment and think, maybe why did this happen to me? Or what could be the reason behind it? Because if it's bad luck, if it's by chance, then it kind of puts you in a helpless state because there's nothing you can do to stop it from happening again. There's nothing you can do to learn from it because it just happened by chance. But if you take a moment to figure out maybe why, you'll be more likely to solve problems that happen to you. And so after looking at this for a couple years, I felt all these things at one point were like happening to me by chance, and I was a victim to my own life. But you began to realize as I grew up that all these things were kind of related to me in somehow, and something that I needed to be who I am today. And so that's kind of our proposal too with this dream activity. It could be totally wrong, but it's more the process as well of trying to figure out why your life is the way it is.